Welcome back to Healthier Daily. I want to start our conversation today with a question that might change the way you think about sleep forever. What if I told you that the 8 hours you spend in bed each night could be either the time you lose the most muscle or the time you build the most strength? For millions of people over the age of 60, it is unknowingly and silently the former. We all know about age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. We feel it as a little less stability, a little more difficulty getting up from a chair, or a grip that isn't quite as firm as it used to be. We chalk it up to aging during the daytime. But the newest science is revealing that one of the most critical battlegrounds for your muscle is being lost while you sleep, during the long 8-hour fast when your body's left without resources. But what if you could turn that process completely around? To help us understand how to transform our sleep into a powerful engine for regeneration, we are once again honored to have with us a true master of using the body's natural rhythms to foster longevity and strength, Dr. Shigaki Hinahara. Doctor, thank you for joining us to talk about this incredibly important yet overlooked aspect of our health.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. It is a joy to be here. You are right. We place so much focus on what we do during the day, our exercise, our meals, our activities. We have forgotten the profound importance of the night. I ask my patients to stop thinking of sleep as a time when the body simply shuts down. That is not the truth. The truth is, sleep is when the night shift construction crew arrives to repair the city of your body. All day long, there is traffic, noise, and activity. The repair work cannot be done. It is only in the quiet of the night that this dedicated crew can come out to fix the roads, strengthen the foundations, and rebuild the structures that were worn down during the day. But here's the problem most people face. They send this hard-working crew to a dark, messy work site with no tools, no lights, and no materials. And so the crew cannot do its job. The city doesn't get repaired. In fact, to survive the night, it sometimes has to tear down parts of itself for fuel. But we can change that. We can learn to prepare the work site and deliver all the materials our crew needs.
The night shift construction crew, that is a powerful and instantly understandable image. The idea that we can either help or hinder them is a complete game changer. If you are ready to learn how to turn on the lights and deliver the materials to your body's night shift, to turn your sleep into a true powerhouse for regeneration, let us know by typing the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to follow our channel, Healthier Daily, so you never miss these vital conversations. Dr. Hinahara, that analogy of the night shift crew is incredibly powerful. So let's get practical. You said the crew needs a clear, well-lit work site before they can even begin. In real terms, for all of us at home, what does it mean to turn on the lights and prepare the site for this nightly repair work?
It means we must first send a signal of safety and peace to the body. We do this with the first part of the ritual, 5 minutes of gentle, mindful movement before you get into bed. I must be very clear. This is not exercise. You are not trying to build muscle here. You are trying to release the day. You are preparing the ground for healing. I ask my patients to start with a few slow circles of the hips, first one way, then the other. Then a gentle, slow roll of the shoulders, forward and back. Feel the tension of the day simply melting away. The goal is not to stretch far. The goal is to feel a sense of letting go. This quiet movement is the signal that tells the body the day is done, and it is now safe to begin repairs.
What you are describing as a signal of safety has a profound and measurable effect on our biochemistry. There are 2 key things happening here. First, this type of gentle, mindful movement has been shown to lower our evening levels of cortisol. Cortisol is our primary stress hormone, and it is highly catabolic. That means it literally signals your body to break down tissue, including muscle, for energy. By lowering cortisol before bed, you are effectively telling the body's demolition crew to go home for the night. This allows the construction crew to work without interference. Second, and just as important, you are activating your parasympathetic nervous system. Most of us spend our days in the sympathetic state, the fight or flight mode, which is stressful and demanding. Gentle movement and slow breathing shifts you into the parasympathetic state, which is known as the rest and digest mode. This state is the absolute biological prerequisite for deep repair. It's the physiological green light that tells every cell in your body that it's time to rebuild and regenerate. So turning on the lights is a very real, very scientific process.
Yes. And once the lights are on and the site is calm, we must face the second problem. For most people, the construction crew arrives to find no materials. The supply trucks are empty. Think of this. From your dinner until your breakfast, you are fasting for 10, 11, sometimes 12 hours. For a young, strong body, this is not a problem. But for a body over 60, this is a very long time to go without resources. If there are no new building materials available to maintain the city overnight, the body, in its wisdom to survive, makes a difficult choice. It begins to take bricks and wood from other parts of the house just to keep the lights on. And those bricks, those are the precious amino acids from your muscles.
The bricks from the house analogy is the perfect way to describe overnight muscle catabolism in seniors. Here is what's happening scientifically. As you sleep and your blood sugar levels naturally fall after many hours, your body releases hormones like glucagon and cortisol. These hormones trigger a process in your liver called gluconeogenesis. That's a fancy word for creating new sugar. And where does the body get the raw materials to create this new sugar? One of the primary sources is the amino acids stored in your muscle tissue. So night after night, your body may be subtly breaking down its own muscle mass simply to maintain stable blood sugar. This is that silent loss of strength that happens when the night shift has no other choice. It's a survival mechanism that, over time, can lead to frailty. This is a powerful concept to understand, and it leads directly to the solution we'll discuss next. But first, we'd love to hear from our community. What is one thing you currently do to wind down and prepare for sleep? Share your valuable rituals in the comments below. That is a critical distinction to understand. We've established that we need to quiet the system with gentle movement to turn on the lights for repair. And we understand that an empty stomach overnight can force the body to break down its own muscle for fuel. So that leads us to the most important question, Dr. Hinohara. How do we deliver the bricks and mortar for that night shift crew to use all night long?
The delivery must be as gentle and as wise as the preparation. We do not want a large, heavy meal that burdens the digestive system. That would be like dropping a giant, messy pile of materials in the middle of the worksite, making it impossible for the crew to move. Instead, we need a small, intentional delivery. The solution is what I call a regeneration snack, something small, warm, easily digestible, and rich in protein, taken about 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep. This small act can create profound change. I think of my patient, Evelyn. She is a 76-year-old widow, a brilliant woman who spent her life as a librarian. Her greatest joy now is reading. She has a beautiful collection of old hardcover books with wonderful stories inside. But she came to me with a quiet sadness. She said, "Doctor, my hands and my arms, they feel so weak. After holding a book for just 10 minutes, They begin to ache and tremble. I have to put it down. The stories are waiting for me, but my body will not let me visit them. This was not a disease. This was the slow, silent erosion of strength we have been discussing. So, we began a simple nightly ritual. First, 5 minutes of the gentle stretches we described, focusing on her wrists, arms, and shoulders. Then, she would prepare a small warm cup of miso soup with a few cubes of soft tofu. She was not convinced at first, but she was consistent. A month later, she came back to my office, and she did not say a word. She simply held out a large, heavy-looking book in one hand, and she was smiling. She said, "I read for an hour last night without stopping. The night shift is finally getting its materials." She did not just regain her strength. She regained her access to the world she loved.
Evelyn's story is just beautiful, and it perfectly illustrates the power of this approach. Her experience of feeling stronger is backed by remarkable specific science. Let's break down exactly why a snack like the one she had is so effective. There are 3 key scientific principles at play. First is the concept of slow-release protein. A food like a soft-boiled egg, soft tofu, or even a small serving of plain Greek yogurt provides high-quality protein that is digested slowly and steadily. This creates a slow trickle of amino acids, the bricks, into your bloodstream for several hours. This is absolutely critical. It ensures your night shift crew has a continuous supply of materials all night long, which prevents your body from ever needing to break down its own muscle tissue for amino acids. It completely bypasses the catabolic state. Second is the powerful tryptophan to melatonin connection. Many of these gentle protein sources, especially a warm egg, are rich in an amino acid called tryptophan. Your brain cannot produce the sleep hormone, melatonin, without first having serotonin, and it cannot produce serotonin without tryptophan. So when you consume this snack, you are not just feeding your muscles, you are literally providing the direct precursor, the essential raw material that your brain needs to manufacture the very hormone that orchestrates a deep, restorative sleep cycle. Better sleep means a longer, more efficient work window for your night shift crew. Finally, there is the science behind the warmth and the cofactors. Dr. Hinohara always emphasizes warmth, and he's right. Consuming a warm, soothing food or drink has been shown to gently stimulate the vagus nerve, which is the primary nerve of your parasympathetic rest and digest system. It's another signal of safety and calm. And when you add a pinch of something like sesame seeds, as he sometimes recommends, you're adding magnesium. Magnesium is nature's own relaxation mineral. It's essential for preventing nighttime muscle cramps and calming the nervous system. You are not just dropping off bricks. You are providing a complete, intelligent toolkit for overnight regeneration.
Your body is not your enemy. It is a faithful partner that has worked tirelessly every moment of your life to keep you safe and well. The weakness you may feel as you get older is not a failure or a punishment. It is a request. It is your body quietly asking for the right tools at the right time. By honoring the natural rhythm of day and night, by preparing for rest as intentionally as you prepare for your day, you are finally answering your body's request. You are responding with love, with wisdom, and with care. This is the deepest form of healing.
That is a beautiful and profound way to look at it. It's not a battle, it's a partnership. And this 2-part nightly ritual we've discussed today, the gentle movement followed by the regeneration snack, is the perfect way to honor that partnership. It is a direct and powerful investment in your future mobility and foundational leg strength. By preventing muscle breakdown overnight, you wake up with more reserves and a greater capacity for repair, which is the key to building real leg strength during your active hours. This isn't just about theory. It's about having the leg strength to climb a flight of stairs without a second thought, to carry your own groceries with ease, and to play with your grandchildren without feeling frail. This consistent, gentle care is the true secret to maintaining your leg strength for life. Remember that every night you follow this simple ritual, you are protecting the very leg strength that guarantees your freedom and independence for years to come. And now, as we always love to do, we want to hear from you, our incredible Healthier Daily community. After our conversation today, which part of this nightly ritual, the gentle movement or the regeneration snack, are you most excited to try first? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. If you found this conversation to be valuable and hopeful, please show your support by giving this video a like and share it with a friend or family member who deserves to wake up feeling stronger every day. And of course, please subscribe to our channel for more deep conversations on living with vitality. And one final important thought, please remember that this information is for educational purposes. We strongly encourage you to consult with your trusted physician or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet or starting a new exercise routine, as they know your unique health story best. Thank you for joining us. Prepare your body for rest with intention, and we'll see you next time.